So this morning, well, last night I took Kason to go get his hair done for my sister. Let me hold it. I can't see. So anyway, I took Kason to my sister's house to basically get his hair done yesterday. So I didn't take his hair out. So once I got to my sister's house, I had to take his hair out, and then I washed it. But like, whenever I do anything to Kason's head, he cries. My sister can do it, and Kason don't cry. Or if he do cry, he cries very little. So anyway, washed his hair, and I don't know if before I washed his hair or after I washed his hair, his legs was hot. So I'm like, me, his legs hot. So like, I didn't pay any mind to it because I'm touching him all over, and he was pretty much still cool. So we got home about, say, 1 o'clock? No, maybe 12. We got home at 12 something. In the morning, yes. We stay out sometimes. Anyway, we got home at like 12, like 12:30, 12:40 or something like that. And I touched him, and I don't believe he was hot. So I went to sleep, and then I had a crazy dream about his father and the situation that we in, and blah blah blah, whatever. Maybe I tell the story one day, but whatever. So whenever I wake up or whenever I see Kason, I'm always hands on. So I touch him, and I'm like, what the fuck? He hot. Like, when I say hot, I mean like scorching hot, like burn my fingers hot. Like, that's how hot he is. So the first thing I did was call his father. I said, something wrong. And he was like, what you mean? I'm like, he hot. He like, he my son. I'm a hot box. Da 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 da. So you got him under, because no matter if it's summer, winter, spring, or fall, I always sleep with a blanket on. Oh, excuse me. So he was like, you got him in there with, and then I sleep with the air off. During the daytime, the air is on, but at night, the air is off because I get cold. So anyway, he was like, take him out the blanket, and you got clothes on. I'm like, all he got on is an undershirt. So I'm like, he shouldn't be this hot. He had on an undershirt that was on backwards because I washed him at my sister's house when he got his hair done. But he had an undershirt, a red and black undershirt on, some white socks. I think it was white socks. But anyway, he was like, take him out from under the covers, cut the air on, and he'll cool off. But I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, this is not like a cool off. It's like he needs some medicine. So I couldn't find a thermometer. So what I did was I just gave him ibuprofen. That was the first thing I gave him, ibuprofen. So then after I gave him the ibuprofen, I'm calling my mom. I'm like, Mom, I can't find the thermometer, da 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 da. What do I do? She was like, well, you gave him an ibuprofen, wait like an hour or two, and then check his temperature again, like with my hand. I'm like, my hand don't tell me how hot he is. So as soon as I'm like, Mom, I can't find the thermometer, because I was about to go to the store, but one, I live by myself, and I didn't want to bring Kason out at 2 o'clock in the morning, but shit, hard times, you gotta do what you gotta do. Come here. Hold up. So anyway, I hung up with my mother. She was like, just call me and let me know if there's anything wrong. You gotta go to the hospital, whatever. So as soon as I hung up with my mother, I looked on the floor, and by the grace of God, I found a thermometer. Thank you. So I took his temperature at 2:11 a.m. and his temperature read 102.8. 102.8 is what my sister's 10:28. So I was just like, okay, calm down. You just gave him the medicine. He gonna cool off. So then I go to sleep, and I guess I was out because I didn't even wake back up. until like 6 something. When I woke up at 6 something, I took his temperature. He was good. He wasn't hot. I think it was like a low 99 or whatever. I gave him medicine, and then at 6 something, we go back to sleep because Kason still sleeps. So if he sleep, I'm going to sleep too. So I woke up at like 10. And I'm on the phone with my sister. My sister was like, well, you know, how is he? I'm like, he good. But then I eventually touched him again. The first time I touched him, he wasn't hot. The second time I touched him, Kason was scorching again. I'm like, oh my God, he hot again. We got to go to the hospital. The time was 10:28 a.m. And I'm like, you know what? Just got to take him to the hospital. So I take him to the hospital. None of our switch phones suck. Even though the picture quality is better, but the internet sucks. Like, it sucks balls. But I keep giving him ices in hopes of helping him calm or cool down on the inside. Like, one, he don't really cry, and he was still up running around. So the girl, I was like, girl took his weight, which is finally in 30 club. 30 pounds exactly. He been dangling on 28 and 29 for the longest time. So anyway, I was like, can you just check his ear, like check his temperature? I'm like, because he's really hot. She was like, okay. I think his temperature was 103.4 at the hospital. Well, it was at the doctor's. So I was like, can you guys give him something? So they gave him Tylenol. Excuse me. So they checked his ears and was like, well, you know, he don't have an ear infection. He don't look like he's teething because there's no ridge to his gums and nothing is trying to cut through. So when she checked his ears, she was like, it is like fluid in the back of it. So he could possibly be in the first stages of getting an ear infection. That's why his body is getting hot, trying to cool it off. So she was like, it hasn't been 24 hours yet, and we don't really like putting babies directly or children directly on antibiotics. Let 24 hours pass by and try to keep his temperature below 102. Well, right now I can't get it past 101.5. Even with the Tylenol and the Motrin, I can't get it past that. So I'm about to say fuck that, and I'm going to Walmart to go and get the antibiotic. Yeah. He gotta go to daycare on Monday because mommy at work. It's so hard having a sick kid, like especially my kid. But like everybody like, but he not crying. I'm like babies don't always cry when they're sick, and I guess my son, he might got some type of disorder. When I tell you he don't cry when he's sick, he does not cry when he's sick. Like, you just need to know the kid. I know you're like, why am I biting it? I'm biting it to break up the ice so he can easily put it in his mouth. But like for my son, you have to know him to pretty much know when he don't feel well. Like if he fall, he's gonna cry. But like if you count, unless it's something like really major, he's not gonna cry over a fall for more than 10 seconds. Like count from 1 to 10 or 10 to 1, he'll be quiet by the time you get to 1. When he busted his head open, he cried for probably like a count of 20, and then he stopped. So I don't know if he got like a real high pain tolerance or what, but yeah, that's my kid. I had to tell his daycare provider. I told her, I was like, you know, when Kason's sick, he will not cry for you. Like, you have to like kind of be like on your toes with him because he doesn't cry. So I was recording him earlier on IG. Everybody like, well, he don't look sick. Eat it. I don't want it. You done with it? Huh? You want it back? Huh? You got a brain freeze? Huh? Say what? I love you. I love you. Can I have it? Can I have it? I can't have it?
No.
Say, oh, no. No. What? You said you didn't run it. What, baby? Yes, baby. No, baby. No, baby. How you gonna let me eat it, right? And now I'm still crying. You didn't even want it. Kids, I tell you. He didn't even want it, but because I was eating it, he wanted it. And the bad thing about it, I already know I'm gonna do it. When I go into Walmart, guess what I'm getting? My favorite cornstarch. I haven't had cornstarch in like 2 days. And I need to stop eating it because, like, I know, like, I don't know if you guys can look at my videos probably like 2-3 months ago, or like right after I had casein, I'm way bigger than what I used to be now. Like, look at this. Fat. This is crazy. But I know it's because I eat so much cornstarch. Cornstarch is nothing but what? Starch. So I might get to the point where I don't eat it, but not today. I'm gonna get his medicine. I'm gonna give him his medicine. Then I'm going to my sister's house, and I'm gonna bribe my sister for like $30 so she can watch Jason for like maybe 2 in the morning. So I can just go outside and make my little quota for the rest of this week. Yes. Well, I might call my homegirl, man. All done. My homegirl was like, she'll watch him, but I don't know, like I'd rather trust my sister. Well, I mean, not to say I don't trust, but I'd rather have my sister have him and him be sick, or have my brother have him and him be sick. Because if anything was to happen, guess what? My brother and my sister will, be able to take him to the hospital. I'm so chubby, y'all. Chubby. My name is Chubby Wubby.